Taylor Swift recently made headlines with a heartfelt announcement about her relationship with Travis Kelce during a Netflix documentary that has fans buzzing with excitement. In the documentary, Swift shared an outpouring of affection and admiration for the Kansas City Chiefs tight end, offering a rare glimpse into their bond. She spoke warmly about how their relationship began, recalling the moment Travis caught her attention with his bold and charming gesture. "It all started when Travis very adorably put me on blast on his podcast, which I thought was metal as hell," she said, her voice filled with a mix of amusement and fondness. Expressed his desire to meet her after attending her Eras Tour concert in Kansas City. Swift explained that his attempt to give her a friendship bracelet with his phone number sparked their connection, a story she recounted with a smile, noting how it led to them hanging out soon after. She described their early days as private and special, saying they had a significant amount of time to get to know each other away from the public eye. "We actually had a significant amount of time that no one knew, which I'm grateful for, because we got to get to know each other," she shared, emphasizing how this quiet period allowed their bond to grow authentically. Swift went on to praise Travis for his authenticity and support, highlighting how he makes her feel grounded despite their high-profile lives. She spoke about their mutual pride in each other's achievements, noting how they show up for one another without hesitation. "When you say a relationship is public, that means I'm going to see him do what he loves. We're showing up for each other. Other people are there, and we don't care," she said, her words reflecting a carefree confidence in their partnership. She described attending his NFL games as a joy, not a performance, and laughed about the media frenzy that follows. "I'm just there to support Travis," she added, explaining that she doesn't keep track of how often cameras catch her in the stands, whether it's 17 times or once. Her lighthearted tone showed how she embraces the attention without letting it define their relationship. Swift also gushed about Travis's charisma and humor, recalling how she first noticed his comedic talent when he hosted Saturday Night Live in March 2023. "I watched his SNL episode and saw him in that 'Please Don't Destroy' video, and I was like, oh, this guy seems funny," she said, crediting his charm as one of the initial sparks that drew her to him. She shared how his ability to make her laugh has been a constant in their relationship, describing him as someone who brings joy to every moment. "Everything this man touches turns to happiness and fun and magic," she told the audience at the MTV Video Music Awards, a quote she reiterated in the documentary, adding that his presence during her music video shoot for Fortnite made the experience unforgettable. If you're loving these sweet insights into Taylor and Travis's story, hit that subscribe button for more exclusive updates. Swift continued, praising Travis's dedication to his craft, drawing parallels to her own work ethic. Watching him prepare for the NFL season during his organized team activities, marveling at his focus and energy. "He's up there being the superstar that he is, always working his tail off," she said, her voice filled with admiration. She recounted moments of watching him train in Nashville, noting how his commitment inspires her to match that energy in her own career. "I better hold up my end of the bargain," she laughed, describing how their mutual drive strengthens their bond. Swift also shared a touching story about Travis's support during a pivotal moment in her career, reclaiming her master recordings. "On having Travis beside me during that personal triumph made it even more special," she said, her voice soft with gratitude. She recalled how he liked her Instagram post announcing the news, a small gesture that meant the world to her. "He's always there, supporting me in the big moments and the small ones," she added, painting a picture of a partner who celebrates her victories as his own. They revisit classics like Pretty Woman or watch scary films that Travis finds absurdly fun. She laughed as she recounted his commentary during these nights, saying, "He'll point out how half these movies wouldn't make sense today because of phones and technology, or Nashville, have deepened their connection. It's been a turning point for our relationship in a lot of ways," she said. Swift also spoke about Travis's role as a hype man in her life, describing how he gets her fans excited and brings an infectious energy to everything he does. She said, chuckling at the thought of him spinning her tracks like Shake It Off or Blank Space. She recalled a moment when Shaquille O'Neal played "I Knew You Were Trouble" on his phone during a New Heights podcast episode, and Travis danced along, shouting out, "Shout out to Tay-Tay." Swift said she found his enthusiasm endearing, noting, "He's just so proud, and it makes me feel so loved." She also shared how Travis's family has welcomed her, describing heartwarming interactions with his mother, Donna, and brother, Jason. His family is the best. She mentioned a special moment when Jason and his daughters attended her Miami Eras tour show, with Travis texting her about how incredible she was despite his FOMO from missing it due to his NFL schedule. "I had all the FOMO in the world," he told her, but she could hear the pride in his voice. Swift also praised Travis's thoughtfulness, sharing a story about a summer date night in New York City on June 20th, where he shook hands with restaurant staff before leaving, a small act that left her smiling. "He's just so kind to everyone," she said. Don't miss out on more heartwarming stories like these. Subscribe now for the latest on Taylor and Travis. Swift continued, describing how Travis handles the pressures of fame with grace, never letting public scrutiny dim his spirit, she recounted. A moment during a press conference before the 2025 Super Bowl, when he was asked about proposing to her during halftime. "Wouldn't you like to know? He doesn't let the noise get to him," she said, admiring his ability to stay grounded. She also spoke about his love for her cats, particularly Benjamin, who she jokingly called his biggest supporter. "He's kind of the one I see the most," Travis had said, and Swift found it adorable how he's bonded with her pets. She shared how he's even won over her parents, noting that while her dad, Scott, is a lifelong Eagles fan, he's come to cheer for Travis and the Chiefs. "I don't know her to have the Eagles fandom," Travis had clarified during a press conference, and Swift laughed as she recounted how her family has embraced him. Swift also highlighted Travis's culinary compliments, recalling how he raved about her homemade Pop-Tarts. "Her Pop-Tarts are unbelievable," he'd said, and she beamed as she shared how much she loves cooking for him. "I'm a breakfast guy," he told reporters, and Swift said those moments of making breakfast together are some of her favorites. She described their dynamic as one of mutual support, where they lift each other up, no matter the circumstances. "We're just two people supporting each other and having fun with it." She quoted Travis, adding that his words perfectly capture their relationship. "Proud of it's fun, man," he'd told Little Dicky on New Heights, and Swift echoed his excitement, saying, "He's opened up the football world to so many new people, and I love that about him." She recounted how his jersey sales spiked nearly 400% after she started attending his games, a testament to their combined star power. Swift also spoke about their shared moments at events like the NHL Stanley Cup Final, where they cheered for the Florida Panthers together, and how these outings feel like adventures. "We're just proud of each other," she reiterated, emphasizing how their relationship thrives on mutual respect. As she wrapped up her thoughts in the documentary, Swift reflected on their journey, from their first meeting to their current chapter of quiet retreats and blended families. "He's the guy on the Chiefs, and I'm Miss Americana," she said with a grin, referencing their larger-than-life personas. She described their love as something that feels like a classic rom-com, like Notting Hill or When Harry Met Sally, but with their own unique twist.